thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Inspired. Today I'm here with Aubrie, myself, Adrienne, and Sasha. I was like, what's your name?
How dare you?
This morning I was like, I need podcast topics. I was like, oh, I got the perfect one. And Victor was like, what is happening? I was like, well, you're about to see. All right. You guys, so last night at 1 a.m. Hold on, backstory. Let's not tell her backstory because nobody cares about that girl's backstory. Our backstory, we are a studio that we've always had each other's backs. Like, so if we end up getting a crazy, we got a crazy, you guys. We got a really bad crazy. Everybody gets a crazy from time to time. And I think we get more crazies just because I love Las Vegas. But we're not in like this small.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to somebody this morning and she saw something. I don't know how she saw it. Maybe because it was my rant on Facebook at 1 a.m. But she messaged and she said she just had a crazy, but she doesn't get them too often when she's in a small town. Of course you don't. We get lots of crazies in Las Vegas.
Lots of personalities.
So, they're so nice.
Yeah. So crazy.
Okay, so last night at 1 a.m., I hear my phone go ding. And I'm like side-eyeing my stand, and I'm like, what is that noise? Of course, I can't sleep. I have a migraine, so I'm like, let me get on my phone. Let me just check and see what's happening. So I should take it from there. What happened?
All right, so we got a review, and it's not the best one, which really sucks because we strive to like be our best for people, and we were protecting this lady at the end of the day, and I guess she didn't appreciate that, so we were saving her eyesight.
Okay, so let's say my rant on Facebook last night literally was like, what did it say? Something about like, I'm sorry I didn't take your money because I didn't want you to go blind. Yeah. So that is the start of how I feel about this review.
I'm going to read it off. All right. So it says, if I could give 0 stars, I would. I had scheduled with...
Pause! So, the second you hear that, right? And okay, I'm going to do this through the whole thing because I really want you guys to know like the thoughts that were going through my head as I was reading this review. Immediately, I went to this person's profile and I looked at their other reviews.
Oh, that's what she does.
Tell me why that's exactly the next review, the very first review I see. If I could give this place 0 stars, I would. Okay, next, keep going.
And mind you, this happened like 3 months ago, too.
I know.
This has been a while, so we were kind of surprised to see this.
Yeah.
But
Sasha is so nice, you guys. I came in heated to this episode. I'm like, I'm ready to tell you my opinion.
We balance each other. I had scheduled with Amber to have my tattooed eyeliner removed, and on the day of the appointment, she refused to do it. Due to my rigorous work schedule, I had a very limited amount of time to do this and scheduled everything accordingly. I had my lash extensions removed, had the necessary time off from work for healing, and got everything else in order.
Pause! So...
There's me like...
we got turned.
So, because... Okay, she took time off work. Do you think I would really, like, hold on, does this make sense? Do you think I would really have somebody come to the studio just to tell you no, to waste that appointment time slot when I'm booked months out in advance? Does it make sense that I purposely had you come to the studio and I just didn't want to do your procedure and I don't need the money and I don't need to get paid?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were just as bummed.
I was just as bummed. Now I have one more point to make out of that because... She also said sounded like she's falling pre-care, sorry. She was falling pre-care, right? Great, that's awesome. She must not have read very good because you caught the point that you're not supposed to have lashes on, but you missed the point, and I'm not going to say what it is because she's about to go into it in the review. Read it like 62,000 times. But so she missed the point, and they have to, mind you, initial this and then send it back to us so we have everything on file. So continue on.
Okay. Once in the studio, I filled out the questionnaire, and because I had a history of having tear duct plugs over 5 years ago, she refused to proceed with my appointment. Despite clearance from my eye doctor.
Okay, what happened when she was in the studio that day? When she was in the studio day, her words to me, okay, first off, you have to be careful what you tell a permanent makeup artist. When you come in, it is a tattoo, right? We have insurance guidelines that we have to follow, which she clearly didn't understand. But when you come in, if you tell me that you have taken any sort of medication, that affects your judgment, I can't work on you. Okay? She didn't do that. That's not where I'm going with this. She tells me that she has a best friend that's a doctor. Hold on, I'm calling him right now. I'm going to call him, but he's going to tell us that you can do it, okay? That's okay, right? And I'm like, you just told me it's your best friend. Why the fuck do you think that I'm going to believe, one, okay, maybe he is a doctor, but two, our insurance does not, I've asked 3 major insurance companies. Specifically, I'm like, because I'm a psychopath, because you guys see my paperwork, you would understand. But, so I don't know how she missed this. This is her bad. But anyways, sorry, on topic. So I've asked these insurance companies, and I'm like, is it okay if they have a doctor's release that I work on them? Does the doctor then take on the responsibility? Guess what, guys? That's false. You take on all the responsibility then moving forwards. That's why you're calling your friend. You've told me too much. Like, I already know now he's going to obviously have your fucking back. And he's obviously going to say it's okay for you to have the procedure done, right?
Yep.
Okay, carry on.
Yep. Okay, and despite clearance from my eye doctor and him clearly stating the tear duct plugs do not last that long and having the tattoo removal had nothing to do with the plugs or risk for infection.
Okay, so tear duct plugs don't last that long. I'm not a doctor. I don't give a fuck how long they last or they don't last. What did that girl do when she was in the studio? She went to her restroom.
Oh, yeah.
And said she was in there pulling them out.
Yes.
She was literally in the restroom pulling out her tear duct plugs. Who does that?
Yep.
Okay, red flag. From that point forward, I knew in my head I'm not touching this girl.
Yes.
And then point number 2. Hold on, I'll save that because that's coming up in the review too. Keep going.
Okay.
Thank you. How much more of this review you got? Like, it's quite
You
long.
reminded me of like the steps because like in the studio, guys, it was so uncomfortable because we were being so professional up until the point she was telling, or we were professional the whole time.
Yeah.
But like you started to see the red flags up until she started like saying, "You're like what we're gonna do for her," and then we're like starting to call the doctor,
Not caring one bit what the professional was saying at all.
Also, by the way, what would the eye doctor know about permanent makeup? Just like you would.
Yeah, it's like they kind of can give some feedback, but like every eye doctor, that's another thing, is going to tell you something different. Every single one of them.
Well, same for you. You can kind of give feedback, but you cannot tell someone legitimately, like,
not exactly what's going to
happen. If there's a risk on the insurance for the business, why would we do that?
Absolutely not.
Okay, we'll keep going. Because now I'm getting opinionated. Because I'm remembering how like forced and in a corner we felt after she left, and now I'm just like, okay.
So we left off with her in the bathroom pulling out these tear duct plugs, literally telling us this. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. This should have been made clear before scheduling me and completely wasting my time. I asked if there was a waiver of any sort I could sign, and she said no. She did offer me a discount if I wanted to book in 4 to 6 weeks. How is a month going to change anything with my past medical history of 5+ years ago?
So
it's not.
So pause. Okay, because that sounds like she made a valid point there. However, what she left out is that she was in there pulling out those tear duct plugs. I immediately, she didn't know this, went and did research while she was in the fucking bathroom. And I was like, if somebody has tear duct plugs removed, how long must they wait? You literally Google that. How long should they wait to have those tear duct plugs removed before having any sort of eyeliner tattooing done? Yes, removal is considered eyeliner tattooing. Guess what I said? 8 weeks. 8 weeks.
Yeah.
After you've had your tear duct plugs removed. And that's not taking into consideration you ripping them out and not having them properly removed.
Wait, wasn't there a point too? She was like, I don't have them in.
Yes.
Like she was like going back and forth,
she
and we
tried
were
to
like,
lie to you?
yeah, we were like,
No,
what is
stop.
it?
This
we
was
were like,
crazy.
hold on.
This was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. She was in the studio for about 2 hours.
Honey, I
us
wanna
dealing with
get
this,
her.
telling her
It
no.
was so long too. That's
VIP
crazy.
exit.
So that's why I told you had to wait and heal, because your ass just pulled your tear duct plugs out. So of course you got to wait and heal. Oh, and mind you, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Make your
No,
point.
it's coming up.
Okay. Amber additionally told me I would need to schedule multiple sessions if I had wanted this done. I ended up going to a different studio, and the artist told me to start with one session and give it up to 6 months. As the ink could continue.
Pause. I've been a lift trainer now for 10 years. I've literally been doing this. My mentor developed the product, so first off, I want to fight you. I do. I want to fight you because you're acting like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
But I do, because I've been around it so much. I'm like, you're going to tell me that the information I gave you based on that product, the person, maybe they use something else.
Yeah.
But so as a client, she doesn't know that half. So let's let her slide on that. But you can't sit there and say that the information I give you is completely incorrect.
Yeah.
You can do lift removal, just so you guys know, it's not technically considered removal because it just lightens over time. It lightens and you have to wait 8 weeks. If you go back in too soon, it will cause scar tissue. So every 8 weeks, you could have a lift session removed. If you're going to redo something, you need to wait a little bit longer. So to have her wait hasn't even been 6 months.
Yeah.
So for her to say, this is how I know it's a lie, for her to say that, it's all completely gone in 6 months, the lady said, hasn't been 6 months. This girl was in our office maybe 2
to 3 months.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe 2 to 3 months ago she was there. So there's no way. There's no way. One session and you're now saying 6 months that, it looks beautiful. And like they, what?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Drama.
Yeah. No, it was so uncomfortable.
Oh, I hope you hear this. I hope you hear this.
Where did I leave? Give it up to 6 months as the E could continue to lift over that time. And wow, the other artist was right. The work was immaculate. One session is all I needed. Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Needless to say, I was extremely disappointed in Amber, her studio, professionalism.
What studio do to you?
Yeah, like really.
Sorry.
And refusal to take into consideration direct medical information from a physician.
Okay, so pause.
Okay.
So we touched base on why we can't, like, why you shouldn't just take the advice of a physician because the risk and everything still falls back on you, right? So you got to be careful with that. So don't do that because I don't want you guys to think I'm yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just, you know. But so yeah, so just don't be careful because people are going to come at the artist. That's their like very first thing. Well, the doctor said it's fine. Here's my note. It does not matter, you guys. I don't care who tells you different. I'm not going to name think of, if you're in the permanent makeup industry, think of the 3 main permanent makeup coverages that you could possibly get. And trust me, I've talked to them and they've all said the same thing. You are not covered, that it still could fall back on you. So just be mindful of that.
Yeah. I understand malpractice insurance has restrictions, but then these need to be made explicitly clear to the potential clients before they waste time. If someone isn't comfortable doing something and there are too many restrictions on it, then don't advertise it as a service. I have followed Amber's work for years, and now I would not even consider going to her in the future nor recommend her to anyone I know.
And mind you, let's just summarize, because this client was sent weeks in advance our pre-screen paperwork.
Yes. That's one thing that upset
in the
me.
paperwork, it specifically says tear duct plugs. You signed it.
Yeah.
Read.
And I wish, because, you know, like in the moment we were so flustered, or not, okay, I'm using the wrong word.
We were overwhelmed because
I was
the
like,
energy was so heightened.
I'm like, what more can we tell this lady? So in the moment, I wish we had remembered we had that in there. You guys, we are so detailed on everything that we give to our clients. And it just slipped our mind that it actually is in there. So we checked after it. And
yeah, because Sasha and I stood there. We were looking at each other and I was like, fuck, oh my God, did we miss something? We must have missed something. Like, how did we, you know, because there's so many things you have to ask for. It's ridiculous. But to keep people safe, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we went back. So, because she did. I think we ended up telling her, which was our bad. I think we did end up telling her, oh, God, we must have overlooked it. Like, we're so sorry. I'm pretty sure we took the blame in the moment because we thought we really, and then we looked. We were like, wait a second.
Yeah.
No. And then we went and looked because we had just, we changed systems. So we had just renewed our paperwork, and I dived deeper into that pre-screen form and put it all in there. And basically, the last 12 years, everything that's come up is now in our pre-screen document to try to prevent these issues from happening. So for somebody to go on, it's like, you know, she don't give a shit about any of that. All the work that's went into 12 years of all these different things that's made me not able to do an appointment in the moment are in these, you know, forms that they have to fill out.
Yeah.
But it's like, then we went and looked, and it was there, Adrienne.
Wow.
I'm not even
what we send
kidding.
them, Adrienne, it's not that paper.
No.
That's like a sum. We literally have a form we send out to emails now, to their email directly, and they have to initial every single section now.
Within 48 hours, their appointment gets canceled.
And it's in there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's like right there, and we're like, oh my God.
I need
like,
that.
how come we didn't think of that to make a point?
I never even thought
We're not
about
like reading
that.
it every single day. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
that's good to know.
It just slipped our minds, but it was there.
It was there.
And yeah, so you want to go ahead? Okay, so I didn't talk to her like this.
We handled that very, very well for being in there for almost 2 hours, telling someone
being
no.
harassed.
Like, she was like, let me step out and call my doctor. So she stepped out first to
I should have just locked the door behind her and just not let her back in.
Wait a minute, she stayed for 2 hours?
Adrienne, she would not leave. Yeah. She told me I was doing it for her. Yeah. She was like telling me I'm doing the procedure. I said,
honey, that's
more
harassment.
than once. Like 100 times I was like, I am not doing this. You are not making me uncomfortable. Like, well, you're already making me uncomfortable, but I'm not doing it. Yeah. Nothing you can say is going to make me do it.
Harassment?
It was really bad.
That's harassment
we were
right
like,
there.
what else can we
for
do?
You to do that and try and tell somebody you're going to do that, that's forceful. Like,
so we got heads up. You're gonna get somebody like that. And I'm like talking to a new girl immediately. I'm like, just wait, you're gonna get one.
Aubrey, you know how many things I have caught by talking to them? They tell me, and then I'm like running to the back, and I'm like, hey.
Just so you know.
Yeah, and then they try to hide it on top of it. Once they're caught, they're like scrambling because now
they'll start saying it. No, oh, that must have been longer ago than what it was, or I should have. Like they all of a sudden it just flips, and it's like
story.
Why would you want to have a procedure done knowing that you're paying premium pricing for things? Why would you want to have a procedure done that knowingly it could have something go wrong? like, obviously in this case, I was like, you're going to go blind. You're not going to go blind. But, like, it could cause serious complications.
Septicemia.
And then your eyeball falls out your head.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to risk
or you
that?
go blind.
Yeah.
Or you
So, as not nice as this lady was, so then I went to Facebook last night because it was 1 a.m. and I had nothing else to do and nobody else to vent to. So I posted on Facebook and I'm like, she's going to go blind. If you want to leave me a nice review, go ahead. So, long story short, but I was like, one of the girls in the comments was like, you know what? Imagine if you would have worked on that person and something bad would have happened because then it would have been my fault. Yeah. And then it would have been this times 1,000.
Yes. I'm so glad you trusted your gut.
Diseases.
So good. So, okay. So you want to hear the polite response I gave to this woman? Go ahead.
No, I think it's pretty good. Also, can we talk about why we can't respond with images?
Yeah,
too?
they can post images, but we can't post a review because I would have just cropped out just that little section. I don't know, maybe it's a HIPAA violation. I don't think so.
No,
though,
you could just do it from a blank one to just to show it's there. You don't have to show any information.
It wasn't going to show any information. I was just going to crop out just that one word that says, "Do you have tear duct plugs?"
Yeah.
Like, and if you work on people with tear duct plugs, that's your own business. I'm not saying do what you want.
And we could prove it because we can't even edit the pre-screen once it's sent.
Yep. And that that she's got that. She's got that document in her email. I bet she hears this or she's going to see something on. Because I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to social media after this. I'm going to post the review in the background. I'm going to have a little green screen, and I'm going to do the same exact thing and let the world know exactly how you are. So I'm not done with this yet. But
absolutely.
usually I wouldn't do that. Usually I'll keep my cool. But I'm like, you are lying all the way around.
Yeah. Basically, this review says, I'm pissed that you saved my eyesight. That's literally what she's saying. Well, I'm pissed that you didn't take the risk for your business and risk my eyesight for you to do removal on me. That's what I take from this.
Well, and I told there's some legitimacy. I was telling Victor, I was like, I think, you can't have all 5-star reviews, right?
Yeah.
Because then you look like fake. You do. Yeah, you look fake. So what I take from that review reading it, okay, Amber turns people away if she doesn't feel like they're a proper fit. She actually cares. Like, so I actually paid attention to my paperwork. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know how many people I've heard say that about you, though? Like, they appreciate that you're willing to say no.
Everybody out there knows I do that. I always say no. I'm like, your money ain't going to, I am not. It's going to be kept up for 8 weeks wondering if your ass is okay. Like, I am too old, you guys. I cannot deal with the stress, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
If I think it could cause risk, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So this is how I kindly responded to her.
Okay. She said, I'm so sorry you feel this way, but the question about tear duct plugs in our pre-screen questionnaire, which is sent out many weeks in advance, unfortunately, I can't help you overlook this information. Unfortunately, I can't help you overlooked this information and signed that you did not have tear duct plugs. A simple Google search states you generally cannot get an eyeliner tattoo while you have tear ducts in place. Many permanent makeup artists and eye doctors consider tear duct plugs a contradiction. Am I saying that right? For eyeliner
contraindication.
That was she said. For eyeliner tattoos due to the potential risk involved. This is why we ask questions multiple times to eliminate any risk or potential harm. Any professional permanent makeup artist knows how important it is to follow strict safety guidelines. I am glad to hear you found an artist more suitable for you and willing to take that risk. I do, however, wish I could post a pic of the docs you signed, as I do have proof of the pre-screen from your signature stating you did not have any
contraindications.
Yep, weeks before your appointment. Always 2 sides to every story.
Yay!
Yep.
She left her.
The things you want to say to the clients in the moment versus the things we actually say back to the person.
The client is not always right. And it just really sucks because we do like so much work to make sure all our T's are crossed, all our I's are dotted. And I'm just like, it's frustrating getting that. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help somebody see something. I mean, if you read, right?
Yeah.
You got to comprehend what you read.
Yeah.
So, and especially if you're getting something invasive.
I just think it's so much information that they're like, I just want to get it done and over with. Sign. And then it's, so it's like, I get it, but you also do, because my brain does that too. But you need to slow down, like, especially if it's literally, we treat it as like a medical procedure. So
some people come in, they're like, holy crap, I don't even sign this much at my doctor's office. And, well, you should.
Yeah,
and you should read through it, and it's for your safety. That's it at the end of the day. We want a tattoo all day long, of course. But we had one client trying to convince us to tattoo her when she was pregnant. Yeah. And she's like, I'll go down the street right now to take a test just to show. She's like, I'm not sure. And we were just like, but why would you risk that?
Right.
Like, why?
Integrity. Come on. It's integrity. You have to protect yourself. The client has to protect themselves.
Absolutely.
Like, we're not here to mess people up.
All right, well. Yeah,
That's
let
it?
us know. I kind of want to know, like, if they've had any crazies. Have you guys had any crazies that you had to pop off on?
Please tell us. Make us feel better.
Yeah, make us feel better. I know we're not the only ones out there, because the second I posted that thing, it was like, you get one bad
Floodgates.
review and it's like 10 good reviews. And I'm like, hell yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the support. And if you get a crazy, we're all going to get crazies.
Yeah.
Just don't sit with it once you, I mean, do what you got to do. Get through it. Put them on blast. Do whatever you got to do and then move on from it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Agreed.
Thank you so much. And Sasha,
Comment, like, share, and subscribe.
see you later.
Bye.